Time for more kayak time on a beautiful Saturday. Back out here again, check it out. Welcome one and all. Last day of sun for the next 8 days. What am I getting myself into? First day of vacation. Got to take the shoes off today. First day of vacation. Saturday. 10 days off. Today is day number 1. Good choice, good choice. Well, it's almost like I was forced out here today. Because the clouds going to be starting to roll in about 5:30 this afternoon. And it's going to be cloudy and rainy up until next Sunday. What the heck kind of vacation is that? I don't understand what I did. I don't understand what I said. But I already know the truth. It's the law of averages. It was just kind of a joke that I was talking about, I'd say about a week and a half ago, when I was making some videos talking about my upcoming vacation, which I'm in right now. Day number 1. Not going to see blue skies for a while after today. And my vacation is going to blow right by us. 90% chance of thunderstorms throughout the state of Georgia. Tuesday through Thursday. I'd say about 40 to 60% starting Monday morning all the way through Wednesday. Well, that's kind of like combining things though. And it's going to be raining the rest of the week. Welcome to my vacation. 2022. Don't know what I'm going to be getting myself into since it's going to be raining. Even one of my family members commented that it's not ideal to do anything like this. It's not going to be ideal to even do anything at all. That's their opinion. But I said it. I said it, the law of averages. I told you they're going to save every last drop for my vacation because it hasn't rained in a month. Well, we had a couple of showers here and there. That was it. A couple of showers. Tiny ones at that. Throughout the entire state. And then they save it all for one single week. The final week coming up of the month of May, which happens to be my vacation. What's the law of averages work out when it comes to me and the ladies? That's what made me kind of think differently about the law of averages, you know? Where something is always bound to happen no matter how long you go without something or with something. Something is always bound to happen. The opposite. So if you're single, you're bound to not be single after a certain amount of time, right? It's got to happen. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's got to happen. You got to meet somebody, right? The law of averages. Even if it's by accident, you got to meet somebody. It will happen. You can't avoid it. You can't. Ain't no way you can avoid it. The law of averages, in a way, sets things in stone. It does. Like, what is the average that half these trees are going to be pulled down? Not by cutting, by falling, with age, all that kind of stuff. Well, I guess you can add in the equation, being cut down too. All that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I've been single for an ancient time. Too long, to be honest with you. I'm not going to tell you how long I've been single. And you've seen what I look like, kind of. You're going to think, what the heck? The law of averages when it comes to the ladies does not work out for you, man. We feel bad for you, man. Oh, look at that artistic, abstract, thing right there. What do they call that? Avant-garde or something like that? That art movement. I mean, look at that. You got boxes with geometries. You got yellow, black, blue, red, white, pink. That's not avant-garde. That's the other one. Man, imagine that with a white backdrop. And you just played around with it in Photoshop. No one will be able to tell what it is, ever. It's just a piece of art in perspective. Da Vinci style. Huh. I know I might look like an eyesore because your mind knows what it is. Well, most of everybody comes out here knows exactly what that is. Dredging machine. But if you see in a perfect perspective, like dead on, you see it straight on at a very fine angle. You don't see that. You see a piece of art. Of course, that's going to change in a minute once I get a different kind of angle. Cool. Industrial. You put that inside of a lobby of a building. It's instant art is what that is. You put it out here, it's just a dredging machine. I mean, look at that angle right there, though. Got to get closer, but we're not about to. It's a federal crime. Can't touch this. Sinuses are running today. Wonder what kind of things they pull out of the water. Besides the silt, the sand. I'd like to see their cabinet at the house. Their curio cabinet. I'd like to see what's in it. If you catch my drift. It's the curio cabinet out here. I'm not going to be on the phone too long. It's my vacation. It's almost like I need a vacation from filming also. I don't know what I should do today. I don't know if I should get out and explore the woods An otter. Gotta be an otter. If that's a fish, we need to go save them from being dried up. Stuck on the bank. Could have been a beaver. You know what? I just realized something. There's one thing I've not had to purchase so far this year, and here we are in almost late May. Today's the 21st, May 21st. Got about another month before full-fledged summer begins. Solstice, summer solstice. Got exactly 1 month, and then I'm not going to say it's downhill from there. It's just you start headed into the fall. You know that, common sense. Got to get what I can get in as much as possible. This is trip number, what? 5, 6 on the kayak this year so far? If this was last couple of years, this would be my first time out on the kayak. About the heavy rains that are coming. Thank the Lord for that. And it was just a joke. Talking about how they're going to make it rain on my vacation the entire time. The entire time. But I had 2 ideas about it though. I don't know which one it's going to end up being though. I mean, like I told you, if it rained all last week, the entities out here, they know for a fact I would desire and be tempted to go out looking for the good stuff because all the monumental rainstorms that exposed all the major history out here, all over the place. In my itty bitty 6 permissions I have left, the places I go to constantly all the time, the only places I'm able to go to, my little permissions. But it hasn't rained in a month. And I was sitting there thinking about that though. If it rained all last week, you know I'm going to be tempted to go out and spend the entire vacation looking at a bunch of rocks. Looking for, dang, it's a big fish. Looking for a bunch of rocks. Pointy rocks. And I said, I don't think I'm wanting to spend my entire vacation looking for that kind of stuff though. I need to build the mind, the soul, with the experiences that are always out here waiting for me to record within mind, and not spend the entire vacation looking down at my feet in the creek, walking 10 feet every 53 seconds. Yeah, but dang. Maybe that's why they're making it rain on my vacation, to try to keep me from doing that, bro. You know what? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't get it. I can't see what kind of fish these are. They're humongous. I don't know if they're bass or not. They might be bass. They're like a greenish color with the stripes. Every time I pull up next to the bank, they're all over the place. I've already passed like 12 of them. They're absolutely just like humongous. They're at least 1.5 feet long though. Quite large indeed. I mean, there was 3 right next to each other, about 50 feet back. That's why I started filming, in case I see some more. You're going to say, you're good at fishing. I know I am. Very good at fishing in a different way. I don't go fishing. But every time I go out, they're always right there next to me. Which means I'm just fishing with the eyes, knowing that they're here. It's a different kind of fishing. I'm catching it with my memory. I guess that's the way it's meant to be. You're going to say, liar. You're wrong. Don't ruin our fun. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying. Gargantuan. I know you're going to say, man, we ain't going to see anything. You got the camera backwards against the reflection of the water. All we see is the shadow of the trees in the sky. We only see the top of the water. We don't see what's in the water. Yeah, I know you're right. Time to get it. Oops, I'm going too far. I'm trying to do this thing one-handed, out of control. It's weird though. It's almost like I always find one thing over here in this one exact spot. Every single time, it's always one thing. Last time it was one of those green 7-Up 2-liter bottles. And today is this. I'm sorry. That's better. Dang, don't waste the water. I think I'm going a little bit too fast. Dang. Oh, look, there's a rope up here. I guess people climb up on the rocks and jump in. That's exactly what they do. Don't think I've seen that rope here before. They chose a good spot. You already know it's more than 12 feet up in here. Well, when they're climbing out of the water on the rocks, wonder why they don't ever notice. It's right in front of their face. Still here. Of course it's still going to be here. It's going to be here for a few hundred years. All it's going to take is a lot of freezing and expansion to jar it loose. It's got to be a perfect combination to have it drop back in the water. Thing's been here for more than a year. What you know about that? I pounded that thing in there pretty good too. Not going anywhere for a long time. Yeah, I'm going to say I'd say at least 380 years before it drops out. When it freezes up here. And then a flood comes through at the same time to loosen it up a little bit more. Yeah. Cool. Another one's still here. First time I heard thunder in a long time. More than 2.5 months. If we do get rain today, I'll be more thankful than anybody else. But I already know where it's forming. I told you this idea before. I did. How you kind of created or understood design of the laws of nature out here. I think I told you out there before. Maybe I didn't. If you haven't already noticed, how many storms develop right over Lake Lanier? Think about it. During the summertime, the hot season, how many thunderstorms develop right over Lake Lanier? I'd say at least, I'm not going to say once a day. Let's just say once every other day. How about that? So many times I'll be driving or exploring in those woods close by and see nothing but a band of showers right on top of the lake. Every single time. Every single time. But there will be nothing anywhere else as far as the eyes can see. That's exactly where that thunder came from. Developing right on top of Lake Lanier. And you're looking at it right now. Listen to it. As a storm is developing, being born on top of the lake. Imagine this though. It wouldn't be doing that if the lake wasn't here. Trust me on that. It would not be developing if the lake wasn't here. I know that for a fact. I studied it for too long in different areas around the state. All the lakes that have been created, backed up. I think you've actually seen some of the videos. Weird anomalies in the sky. Like it looks like it came off the movie Independence Day. The clouds backing up right where the water meets the land, the sky. It's almost like there's a roadblock in the sky. Winds are pushing us back. Wonder why. I want to keep forward and not backwards. It's my vacation. I want to go forwards. I bet it's a medium. Could be wrong. Hey, it's a large. Not really my size, but weird for something like this to be out here. Chilly season jacket. Looks like it hasn't been out here for too long. Add it to the pile. Yeah, that thing hasn't been out here too long. It still smells like either laundry detergent, deodorant, or cologne. Probably only been out here for about a month or so. Not even that, maybe. Gotta be careful. Be aware of my surroundings. Beautiful. Well, I guess instead of starting to rain on very early Monday morning, I just saw a flash. Well, I prayed for it. Didn't know it was going to be raining every day of my vacation. And I've only been out here for about 2 hours in the very beginning. Happy first day of vacation. Just felt the first raindrop I felt in probably, 3 months? At least for the past month. Time to pack her up. Thank you for the rain, Almighty. Keep it coming. "2:30. Sun's back out. Absolutely perfect day. Got rained on for a good hour and 30 minutes. Absolutely soaked. Check this out. You'll never believe this. One of the main reasons I came up here. What the heck happened out here, though? I know what happened. The forces of nature. The forces of the laws of God. Well, I'm not religious. Come on, guys, come on. Who did this to me anyway? Not that I'm complaining, it's just I've never been like this. What the heck did I do out here? How is this even possible? You know I talk about this all the time in my videos. The strengths of them, especially the strength of the Almighty. The one that you should always fear, but you should always love. Man, why? It's not religion though. It's not. My thought process is not even religious. You just turn it into religion. But dang. The creek was right here. And it dried up. The creek was right here. I gotta get that thing out of here. This is the world famous spot from last year. This is the world famous spot. Where I took out, 5 loaves of bread or something like that? They're gonna love it when it rains even more. They'll be able to live and not die. World famous spot right here. Where the creek was. You already know what happened out here. 5 loads of bread was placed right here and spelled out something very special. Because it's deeply the way I feel. Deeply. I said that backwards. For the one who gives us the bread, that is. The wheat. Many things. World famous spot right here. Why the heck did they reroute the creek out here? the strengths of the laws of nature. If that happened after I did that thing to help protect the words, to help protect the words, to keep the words alive out here, the words that I spelled out. I love God by using bread. And they rerouted the creek like no other, like it hasn't been for hundreds of years out here. They did something that is nearly impossible. Nearly impossible out here. Get out the garbage. Nearly impossible in heaven. But it's possible because it's laws of nature doing something that you can never imagine. Instead of going around, they just went right through, breaking out the land. God's crazy in a good way. Definitely was not expecting this at all. Completely unexpected. Powers of the laws themselves. Waters of eternity. What you know about that? Hey, check out this new friend I just ran into. Heart's pounding. I was right there. Nice little rattle on the back of your tail. Never seen one this far north. Boy, I know you were rattling when I got there. Didn't know rattlesnakes were this far north. Man. And I'm a long way from a hospital. I knew this was going to happen today. Now what? Probably a young adult. The rattles don't look that big. Only about 1.5 inches long. Man. Thanks for protecting heaven. I'm just out here trying to pick it up. What the heck do I get myself into? Thanks for rattling. 3 feet away. I guess they're telling me to turn back. Talk about being in a world of hurt. 40 miles from nearest hospital. They turned me backwards in a heartbeat. Boy, gotta be more careful, don't we? And I was just about to make a video when I went down here, when I go down to Harris County, if I can make it down there this vacation. The only times I see rattlesnakes is in Harris County or South Georgia. Boy, was I ever wrong. Trying to go back the same way I came. Talk about making us slow down. I even got up here in a jiffy. Let's hope that's the only one out here within the next quarter of a mile. I know. Anything to protect what needs to be protected. Always have to look out first. You're gonna ask, you find anything? No, I've been taking pictures. That's it. You're gonna say you're lying. No, that's it. Garbage all day. Where am I going to put it? All I'm going to do is collect more. Been going slower than driving Miss Daisy upside down on the freeway, sliding over 4 lanes of traffic. Makes me wonder, how many times did my protectors yell at me at that time? Maybe they caused me to notice it though, the rattlesnake. Maybe they did something that caused me to notice it. I didn't hear the rattle until I actually looked at it. It wasn't the rattling that made me look at it. I don't know what it is, what it was. Look at that. First day of vacation. Almost got stung by a long one. Did you scream at me about the snake? Did you scream at me to look up? And I wasn't even looking because I'm not looking for anything. I'm just out here taking pictures. And I just went too far from that one spot I was trying to get to. That was it. Trying to see if there was going to be truth told out here. Or if anything developed in the landscape after I left that note for the Almighty out here. They definitely gave us truth, really. We found it multiple ways today. The truth about being more careful. Beautiful though. I remember at one time I knew they had to say something though, and I wasn't even recording. I'm not going to say it's not worth it to look out here. It's worth it to look at things differently. Besides, it's my first day of vacation. I'm not in the mood to look for any kind of major history. I'm kind of like not getting away from the hobby, but focusing more on the experiences and not looking at a bunch of rocks. But just come out and pick up the garbage while I'm out. It's almost like it's not fair. If I come out to experience something like this and not pick up the garbage. I mean, look at that. That was not a bug. I don't know how many pictures I've taken already today. Well, when the sun was out. Man. You can't miss the long ones now. Because I know what they look like on the north side of things. Zone 11. Whatever you want to call it. Don't say that again, just a joke. But I remember this one time I was up there at Tallulah Gorge. And I was going down the staircase. And I even put what they said in the comments. Oh no, there's a spider I'm about to knock off their house. Man. Not bad, little one. Come on. I don't mean to do that. There we go. I'll take a detour. How many more there could be out here, though? How many more made their way into the heaven out here on my way back? Like I said, it's a form of making you slow down and understand your desires of what you want in that single day. They knew I wanted to come out and get some perfect pictures out here. I love it out here. But they cut the grass up here. They cut the hay. And I was hoping I can get some nice pictures. But when I was up there at good old Tallulah Gorge that one time, going down the staircase, I wasn't even looking at the rocks. I was looking at the staircase, letting people by that were coming up the stairs, the senior citizens. And someone on audio said, there's a snake on the rock. And I was like, what are they talking about? A snake on the rock. The boulder's on the left-hand side when I was going down the stairs. They can see what you can't see. Imagine what they would have been saying if I was recording. Dang. The heck do we get ourselves into out here? Check this thing out. I walked right over it. Probably one of the most perfect ones I've ever found, but I can't collect them anymore. You already know what it is. Dang. I hope it's okay to touch them, though. Maybe you have to touch them to feel the power. Dang, too bad I can't collect them anymore. It's considered stealing from God. Man. Look at the edges on that one. Look at the corners on that thing. Man. Laws of nature at their best. But they're always at their best. I know that for a fact. Let's hope it's not wrong to take a couple of reference pictures. Thanks for allowing us to find it and touch it. No, I just kicked the rock. Kicked another one. No, that wasn't a snake that jumped in. That was my foot. That was not a snake laughing. That was my kayak rubbing up against the rocks, making a laughing noise. Perfect start to a perfect vacation. Hopefully. I don't know if I'd be saying that if you know what just could have happened. Luckily it didn't. But you know, I was just thinking about something. They would life flighted my butt out of here. But knowing me, I probably would have attempted running back. Not realizing that they could send a helicopter out here. Talk about an expensive trip. I'll have to make sure, if that ever did happen, to let them know, don't forget the kayak. There's room in the back. I guess it's going to be like that for the next few thousand years. At least the next few hundred. Good things rattlesnakes don't fly. Shut your mouth. Probably about 280 years old. When it was alive. Another one for the books. Maybe they're trying to tell me I should have been looking. Looks like it's snowing again. Flurries. Look. Snowing in late spring. Shut your mouth. Heavenly. I know it's from the cottonwoods. That's cool right there. They're landing on my chin. No, I haven't been smoking the good stuff or anything like that. This has got some energy drink inside of it. One of those drink mixes. What is that stuff? Got it from Kroger in the health food aisle, the energy aisle. You know, you put one scoop in there, it's got the warning. Got to be 18 or older. Keep out of reach of children, that kind of thing. Do not use more than one serving a day. Sun decided to come back out from behind the clouds. The clouds decided to move out of the way for a little bit longer to give me a little bit more sun before the real rain starts for the next 7 days. 7 days, what you know about that? But you talk about a perfect day. It's exactly what I was looking for. Even got dumped on. Loudest playing all day. Why they gotta do that to us now? Why they gotta do it to us now? Right when I'm trying to record. I don't want the day to end though, but I had to convince myself that it's going to be here tomorrow, because it is. Got to be more careful though. There's always that saying. The next day, what is it? What's the saying? Tomorrow isn't promised to anybody or to everybody. Almost came true today. Wonder where they're headed. Not in here, I know that much. Wanted to go do some exploring in the woods, but someone shut us down on that idea. The rattlesnake. We were shut down. They said no. because we're going to be out here trying to protect this place. Oh, cool. Oops, that sucked. Oh, check this out. We might have a memento for our travels. No, it's not antique. I know it's a few hundred feet off the river. There's a drawer over here. A drawer. Check this out. I might take the handle as a memento for my travels for today. You're going to say, why don't you keep one of the garbage pieces you picked up? No, that's just like glass and aluminum and stuff like that. No snakes, no snakes. I'm going too fast. Look at that. A drawer. I bet it's going to be just a plastic one. We're not going to be able to get that thing off. I can't tell. It's probably... Yeah, we're not going to be able to get that thing off. I just wanted a little memento for my travels. And that was it right there. The little knob. Reference picture. Always gotta take pictures of life and videos of doing. Check this out, look what I just found. Don't know what it is though. Thought it was like one of those plastic Easter eggs. But I think it's just a little storage container for those wireless headphones. Because I see a port at the bottom of it. See if I can reach it. Memento for my travels. Couldn't get the knob off the shelf. You're going to say you should have taken the shelf. Yeah, it's got nothing in it that I know of. Probably just a sign. Oops. Probably just a sign I need to... Yeah, it's got nothing in it. Need to get with the in crowd. Get the wireless ones. Actually, you know, it's got some weight to it. We're going to say, pop it open for the reveal. I can't do it one-handed. It's a sneaky object. Oh, would you look at that? And it's not even wet. Oh, it's got the... Yeah, these are the cheapy ones. It's got the annoying rubber ends to it. The ones that like to roll off and end up under the kitchen counter. Good fun right there, though. Dang, that was a big 8 fish. I know you saw that thing. Maybe you didn't. Maybe I didn't have it zoomed in enough. Second o'clock. It's past the time for Greg Street to rot. Hope I haven't gone too far. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you something earlier about the newest EVPs in my videos that I heard over the course of the last 2 or 3 videos when I was working on them this past week. You know, it's a lot easier to make videos that don't have run-through videos, run-through portions at the end, when I'm not looking for the good stuff. Just like a video like this can be created, edited quickly, reviewed and ready to finalize without all the extra time. Yeah. Bullet. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, you know what I think about that? Can't say I get angry that much. I'm not an angry person. It's just not heavenly. Let's just put it like that. But you want to hear the most recent EVPs, the most recent answers in my videos, the most powerful ones of the week, the ones that are going to make me be thinking for a while as these fists are looking. They're lurking. They're waiting to strike on the surface. That thing jumps up in front of me, I'm gonna scream. No, but the 3 most recent ones of this past week, you talk about making me wonder about a few more things. But these EVPs, these answers that I got on audio, are exactly what we need to hear. And they knew that I was expecting them, though. The type of EVPs, the type of answers, the type of comments. All right, let me tell you about this one. You're going to have to hold on. And they're going to turn right around in front of us, too. What I tell you, he's going to stop and turn around right in front of us. How did I even know that? You guys crazy. All I had to do was just say it. And he stopped and turned around right there. You don't believe me, do you? Well, just check out this vertical video I did by accident. But I tell you, he's going to stop and turn around right in front of us. Thumbs down for vertical video. Dang though. How did I know he was going to stop and turn around right in front of me? I didn't know. Or did I? He actually came to a stop for about 30 seconds. I thought he was going to want to talk or something like that. That's why I started the video on my lap with the camera facing down, because I was about to start talking. Dang. Why can't I just say I'm going to win $10 billion? And then that happens. Why does it always have to be the simple stuff? Even when I knew I was going to see a snake today, and I kind of figured I was going to have to be extremely careful today. Dang. Here comes another boat. Right when I'm trying to tell you these 3 EVPs. These 3 answers that I got. The ones that are going to make me keep thinking and keep asking more questions out here talking. 2 of the 3 happened in the same moment. When I was looking at that famous eye in the soils of a bank. You saw the video, I know you did. And I said, how are you? And someone said, they don't pray anymore. And then 2 seconds later, somebody says, they don't talk to me. They don't pray anymore. They don't talk to me. I had to think about that one for a while. It's almost as if somebody was reporting upon something. Like they were recording or something. And then relaying the message back to somebody else. They don't pray anymore. They don't talk to me. I don't know about that though. It's going to just lead me to go out there and keep talking. Ask more questions. But I ain't asking questions that time. I just said, how are you? Scary. It's almost like it was my soul. That's what it made me feel like it was my soul. Reporting to the Almighty about what's recorded of the human race. The things that I noticed. Maybe I was reporting upon it. Reporting to the Almighty. But that's a horrible thing if they don't pray anymore. But I'm not religious. I'm everything. A little bit of everything. But who doesn't talk to who? Is it me that says that the human race doesn't talk to me? Or is it the Almighty worried because no one talks to them? No one comes out to say hi, like I do. Yeah, we'll have to think about that later, since I make more trips out here. What was the other one that I heard? Gotta think about that one. It's a very important one. Watch him turn around in front of me. Looks like a bunch of punch outs on a piece of plastic. It's a flower. That's a big thing right here. Can't get it out. Look how big this thing is. You're gonna say, Da Vinci, that's all you, man. We're gonna get judged off the map at the boat ramp. All fun and games for real though. Grown man coming back with a paint rake. I'll just tell them I was cleaning up heaven.